In one of my videos a couple months back, I reviewed some Dungeon Synth tapes that the Voices of the Ainur cassette label had sent to me. They liked the reviews that I did so much that they asked if I'd like to do it again. And who am I to turn down the opportunity to listen to some new music? So I've created this series of Dungeon Synth reviews for my channel. First, I'll give you what I define Dungeon Synth as. It's a pretty wide-ranging genre, but generally, for me anyway, it's music that's meant to transport you to medieval landscapes, medieval countries. But just because the word dungeon is used in the genre's name, it doesn't mean that the music has to be dark and eerie. On the contrary, some of the music can evoke hope and joy and brightness. Now, for this week's review, we have Disquieting's Empty Throne Amongst the Stars. This was originally released on Bandcamp in 2022, and Voices of the Ainur released it on Cassette in 2023. Open it up for you. Just real simple. Full credits. So, I really enjoyed this. I didn't find anything eerie or dungeon-esque about it. In fact, I found the whole tape to be really calming. And the title, Empty Throne Amongst the Stars, that set a certain tone for me. Most of the songs were slow, methodical marches that transported me to dense forests or wide-open midnight horizons, watching the stars in the midnight sky. Take, for example, the first track, Ascetic. I found this track to have calming, atmospheric tones. I imagine myself sitting back at night in a dark forest, counting the stars through the treetops. Although Disquieting uses synths to establish the sounds on this album, he makes use of guitars, usually by the way of one or two note solos, well, if you want to call it a solo, maybe more of a rhythm, to carry the song forward. And the guitars meld perfectly with the synth textures and the percussion elements, analog percussion, so drums, there's tambourines. But these instrumentations, these analog instrumentations, if you will, add flavor rather than draw attention away from the synths. For example, track 5, Blink. This is actually a lighter song with, I would call it a hopeful tone compared to the rest of the tape. I really like the guitars on this one. Check it out. I'll wrap this up with a sample of what may be the most upbeat song on the album, called Ethereal Drift, with its horn-like synths and fuzzy guitars. Check it out right here. And that's all I got for Disquieting's Empty Throne Amongst the Stars. Check the description to find out where to purchase it, whether you want it digitally or on cassette from Voices of the Ainur. And thanks for watching. Peace.